Hi, this is Charles 9mm and I got a great product to show you today. It's my honor to show you this today. This is the Applegate Fairbairn combat folder made by Gerber. And let me tell you a little something about Colonel Applegate if you're not familiar with him. Colonel Applegate was one of the first members of the OSS, the forerunner of the CIA, where his missions included clandestine operations behind enemy lines during World War II. Upon his death in 1998, at the age of 84, he was highly regarded as the international community for his expertise in close-quarter combat. The training manuals he authored on hand-to-hand combat are still in use today. The Applegate Fairbairn combat folder remains a highly sought-after military knife and is currently being used by Special Operations Forces. It should come as no surprise that his knives are known internationally as the best class among folding tactical knives. They're rightfully earned a reputation for unmatched strength, durability, and balance. More than that, tactical professionals highly regard for the high carbon 420 stainless steel blade, as well as the glass-filled handles. And the patented roto-lock. The combat has added convenience of a hardy pocket clip and a ballistic nylon sheath. That's a little write-up on this knife. I thought it was worth reading. The most important thing about this knife is that it was designed by the hero Colonel Applegate. I have studied a lot of Colonel Applegate as well as Fairbairn and Sykes throughout my career of reviewing knives. And I love this design, I really do. It's taken a beating because it is an older design and a lot of people think it's outdated, but I don't think it is. I think it's very good knife, and its well-deserved reputation stands the test of time. It is a very large knife. Let me measure this blade for you. I get out my tape measure. And I'm getting about 4.5 inches for that blade. So it's a pretty stout blade and a very large handle. The handle itself, let me close this up. The grip itself in my somewhat large hands still is a hand load. And that's quite important to me, and I don't like all of the finger grooves and so forth because I like to rotate the knife. At least that's what my instructors taught me to do. In certain cases you have to turn that knife. And if you have a lot of sub-hilts and grooves and so forth, sometimes that can be cumbersome, especially if you want to use a reverse grip. Now, we're talking about this roto lock here. One is a standard liner locker, and it has this little switch here. And what it does is it pushes this little switch forward, as you can see, and that latches that. So there's no way that you can unlock that. That basically pushes a piece of metal and interferes with this process. So this is an impossibility for this to be closed up. So this is not, in this configuration now, is not going to close up on your fingers regardless. It'll break off first before it does. So that is essentially turns it into a fixed blade in that instance. And that is an intuitive placement of that device too, because your hands are going to go forward into the finger guards, and 99% of the time you're going to go ahead and you're going to engage that unit without even trying, without even thinking about it. So you don't have to, no fine motor skills or anything necessary to push that in place. You just have to hold it and press, and it'll be there. Now, to open this knife, you just push forward on the stud. Now, obviously, if you put a little snap to it, hopefully I have enough room here, it opens quite quickly. Not spring-loaded or anything, but that should, little practice and that should be just fine. It's like a glass-filled handle, very nice heat treat. Gerber makes these in the U.S., so it really is keeping with the tradition of Colonel Applegate, which I proudly own this knife, and I think it's great. I think it's wonderful for my collection, and I think the design is just stands the test of time, like I said, and I love it. And I think you will too. Check it out as the Gerber Applegate Fairbairn combat folder. Take care. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.